Welcome back, everybody. Another short ride, number 71. This is from Continental, August of 1985. The legendary, the great, wow, we miss him, Adrian Street, the exotic one himself. This is one of his first matches when he came to Continental. And wow, this is a great match. And rather than me tell you about it, let's take a look at it.
Do to you. Just see my many attributes, won't need a second glance. So if you resist it, you just give me that chance. I can knock a hole right through a solid concrete wall. I can pull a tree out by its roots and that's not all. Now you know about me, you don't need a crystal ball to tell you just what I could do to you.
He holds, of course, the championship, and if you'll note, he has painted it or colored it pink. I'm sure he'll have an explanation for that a little bit later on. The exotic Adrian Street, but don't forget, this man was a world middleweight amateur wrestling champion. He might look rather unusual with his robes and his makeup, but take a look at the body on this man. Powerlifting champion as well. Extremely strong, extremely versatile. Miss Linda, a quick spray before he prepares to do battle against Paul Brown. And a little bit of skipping about the ring, if you will. It makes some Rockettes jealous the way he can lift those feet. Street starts to move out and then throws his opponent completely off balance. Skipping across the ring once again. The exotic one, Adrian Street, starts to move in. And Brown is befuddled. Brown is having a hard time figuring out exactly where Street is coming from. And it is Street. And Brown is infuriated. Brown infuriated. But Brown still hasn't been able to figure out Adrian Street. He does have some strange moves. He'd make a grown camel envious, that's for sure. Good duck under go behind. Reversal by Brown. And Street gives him a little street shuffle and comes down with an elbow into the deltoids. Again, Street switching those legs back and forth. They lock up collar and elbow. It's Brown getting a full arm drag and twist on Street. Street somersaults away from it. Back to his feet and very pleased with himself, obviously. Brown watches him. They close in. And it's Street to the canvas. Street goes to the side of his opponent. Beautiful takedown by Street. He's a chain wrestler. Coming from England, of course, all of his early training, both amateur and then professional, was European. Street punishing those fingers of Brown, and Brown's got some problems now. That left hand is going to be very ineffective, I feel. Full arm drag and twist once again over his man, and Brown now's got a problem. The Street drives him back to the canvas. It's sort of a step over. Notice now how he scissors the head with that. And so Brown is trapped, and Street has him, utilizing only his legs in that particular instance. Now Street flat of the foot to the side of the head of Paul Brown. So for all of his gesticulations, for all of his little fancy parading, Street continues to slowly and steadily demolish his opponent. And while people are rather astounded by his movements and concentrate on that, they really should be concentrating on the fact that this man's an excellent wrestler. Hooks the arm again. Notice the stance over the body. Plenty of pressure down across the pectoralis majors. And again, punishing that left arm. He is concentrated almost exclusively on that left arm. One to the breadbasket, one to the side top of the head, one under the jaw. Forearm that takes him down, a quick float over. Brown is able to power out. Street very quickly retaliates. Flat of the foot to the top of the head. And a headbutt that puts Brown back again. Street. Back on his feet, Brown in trouble. Brown is a totally confused competitor. Brown leapfrogs over his man, catches Street. Drives Street to the canvas, and Brown explodes. And Street explodes right back on Brown. Backdrop by Street. Street crashes down across his chest. Does not allow the pinfall, however. Closes in on him once again, brings him back to his feet. Forearm almost like an uppercut under the chin of Paul Brown. Street drives him back to the ropes. Irish whip off the ropes. Caught him with an elbow, coming off the ropes. Brown back to the canvas once again. Street punishing those femoris muscles. And it's Street. High bridge back on the Indian deathlock. High bridge back. Well executed bridge on the part of the exotic one, Adrian Street. And so Paul Brown.
In a time of 5 minutes and 12 seconds, the ball and the match go to the exotic Adrian Street.
Might take a look at that once again in slow motion. You see exactly what I'm talking about. He goes into a variation of the Indian deathlock. As he does an extremely high back bridge. That puts a tremendous pressure on the knee and the leg. A very, very painful hold. And so this man, for all of his mincing ways, is deadly in the ring, and he has just proved it against Paul Brown.
Wow, that's something else. I love that finish. Wow, the Indian deathlock, and then the bridge over top of him. What a unique and talented wrestler that Adrian was. We all miss him, and every time I watch one of his matches, I just it kind of freaks me out a little bit again. How good he was. And thank you all so much for joining us. I hope you enjoyed that one, and we're going to bring you another one.